But good thing them happen in Sierra Leone. From city council and the dog issue to waiting to the delegation we go Guinea. Okay, Mama do ask say Triple do you have that $6 million we then give UNICEF for go buy the thing there for the hospital? What's in the happen with them? When they not tell we not here to Mama do, so we still the wait. But you don't hear all the thing all in a table. Also, look out, Usfriend, make we hear what's in your summary for the week. Yes, Usfriend, you get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A. And thanks to all the listeners and viewers that are here. And I've had a busy week as for the donor. What me just want for summarize because a lot of things then go on. The first one I just want to address here now regarding this issue, the COVID. That was the sickness itself, in terms of the virus, how the worker, and in terms of out alone, the positive rate they only increase now gradually. Even though the death rate not increase that much, but the positive rate they increase. So based on all that one, I would just want for throw small light because then they talk about this Johnson and Johnson what they try for Candy. Actually, like I've been just talking about 60%. But how comes that vaccine the 60% reach? Because the vaccine them will get different companies. Actually, we don't come up for make them vaccine there. But the one that will be first, we don't do before now Moderna. They have Moderna the first come up. They again AstraZeneca with the Oxford Naya, then this Johnson come inside, then they get back another one, how they call it Novavax again, but Novavax not big. So all this where they just did. So now the government they sponsor them, then something like WHO they give some like they own the money. But the problem be there that's phase 3 and phase 3 trial of any vaccine. I decided one the way it can always delicate. You go now get for the collect data, now they look at the age the type of people there, if na ethnic groups them or the age more. So online they try for collect time they wanna see because when they get two group, one wouldn't they give the real vaccine, then the other one they wouldn't they give no more the false one wouldn't go expose now. So but then you on the data they say well the one they wouldn't expose it been work, but they use the experimentation South Africa more because people like the 10 place for go side for go test this phase 3. Some then go now Brazil, South America, some then go South, some few go Nigeria, but not how far they go with that. So all these places then try them. But the problem no more where they be now, they don't vaccine at the moment, it look get 60% efficacy, but because of that variant who don't come out of South Africa, and one of them it look like the other variant with the around Brazil back, when I think a 501 V2. And this variant here, you know they take this vaccine. But the other variant there, the vaccine, they hold them. So what in Moderna and this other Novavax don't do now, based on the global research center who advised them, then they try for introduce presently from last week when they begin now, because of this new virus and the experiment a new booster. Then go do it in two forms. Either then get for put them added to the vaccine when they don't make. So English show say this is the booster type, so you will just take one dose. While the one that will be done first, that take first dose. If they get for bring in the variant one, then get for get a booster where Moderna and this other Novavax they try for introduce. But it all come to protein. In other words, now cutting edges because then we don't get the pattern and just they build them from there. But all comes to efficacy and availability because that is the big problem now. You see the availability of them thing there. So that one there, they advise, let's see that Leone take themselves at a mirror. You look at yourself at the mirror and look at yourself, say, I want to be a person. And then that one thing I will make you will not say you're responsible, we come up, you will not say that this are they do now, so all man will do. Rather than you will say, I they look to this person, they do this. Then that's when the thing will try for cut down and do what they get for do. Washing hands at distance and wear your mask. Because we don't know how the variant get for be. So until it go candy or another virus will be where it go mutate and then it come back. Then the other side I want for us go in more quick on that this vaccine regarding the virus. People like you ask always if you don't take the vaccine, if you they enter salon, then get for check you back. Well, actually, because of the nature of the sickness that you air passage they go, and people and they vary. They find out say the virus when it enters some people it replicates, like they add, it multiply faster. And then the faster now twice a day. Now, the standard one where this virus they mutate. So if you get a load virus in your system, if you multiply twice a day, so your viral load they increase. So when you get the vaccine inside your system for protect, because it go help the T cells. And what is that these T cells now like a man they holding in your body, where they strong past the other cells there, where the virus they meet up with the entire. So all these kind of things, I think they try for create in you. But the idea of saying the vaccine in efficacy, it depends on what you get for protect yourself against them. But there is quite a lot you get for no say. The vaccine, they don't make them so that the waiting and they bring inside your system, it protect you against that one day we don't go meet up. Because when you get the virus inside your nostril, it still they live. So you they able to give them out. But when it enter your system, that day your system they fight them. So because of that one, then they say still, then they try for within a hard immunity. So we all man don't get a higher percentage. Then those within your immunity system is strong, it develop because at 6 months it last. Whenever immunity fight them, and then one and then they say still therefore get a test and get the vaccine. I mean you protect yourself. So you know that what I therefore say you still need to be tested despite you have the vaccine for the time being, because some of the vaccine they reduce your viral load. Now the Moderna then just get traits, but it's not effective or say it kill all the virus in you because inside the virus they live. That's the reason why inside the past. Then coming now to the area of the airport, we will talk about what you know we have to see people and the usefulness of the airport they get from Maker and the route so people and they that why the route is only because when flights then they fly across a place, the sea is shorter Atlantic because then they take zigzag. So because of the zigzag route we flights then they take, they cannot fly over the Pacific, and the Pacific is very dangerous and it's slow, and then they spend more fuel. So when the flight pass over thin air, it spend a less percentage of air, of fuel. So all this advantage now we get in our country for able for use that place there, then they get some fuel better for the airport. So the last side number for clear. Then coming out to the area of the area speak of the this Guinea border, yeah. The Guinea border, what you just see inside the Guinea border, it is more like a nationalism like in the country instead of a transnational, because we get for set to listen in a transnational way instead of making it to become a nationalistic something. So when you look at what Guinea they do, it's more of nationalistic based on evidence where no relates to what don't happen, when they get to them. Because yeah, the border people and no see people and they mine illegally, then they get funds then they from the water and all those kind of things they go on there. Those has been before this election where they complain. But the idea is that they play a kind of a nationalistic for gain more, so that it will become like an ultimatum game in terms of politics. Like now in the give, but why they give, now in they get more. They get the lower percentage, so that ultimatum therefore put out, then bring a transnational way, wherein both countries will understand why that problem they and then we will solve them. But if they raise up idea, what we don't discuss about that Gambia campaign, which is legal, because according to the constitution, we don't all get right. There is a right for politicians then for go campaign. Don't like Saloma get right for go campaign and provided it not cause a threat and any anxiety for the people. Then once you not create threat, you can go campaign day. But what you mean they say the campaign day using this. But about the SIM card is questionable. Except now the boundary of Gambia, because I didn't know how the SIM card will work. We pass card and they use. Then we say the pass day. Maybe another one day again. But these are the things for us. Well, these are the evidence. Now we'll try and solve this problem. When I say one them people there, they will go before. Instead of in the fair way, when a nationalistic way, then you not get for help we, then whichever is try for low, go put things and before we were able for help, let the country will get a better way. Because once the problem not be solved that way, it is never going to be solved. Even if the delegates then come, once they get this resentment, they don't go to the ground. No, why this tri-point? We say Guinea, Liberia, and Salon meet up, but now Guinea and Salon get more issues. Why this they be? So they were able to settle them. In other words, that will cause development, because we will focus on waiting again at the country, that we will develop the country. Then finally, before they go, what's not only the question about this 50 million where World Bank don't give. I realized say there was 100 million which was given and approved in June. 100 million grants. But this were in an International Development Association, IDA, then GIAM. They say that for promote the government for sustainable inclusive growth and talk about building economic resilience and talk about policies and talk about microeconomic stability, agriculture, fishery, then how for procure. So I believe that money is what they have been giving sector by sector to other areas the way they see projects then they go. But what's in it just question here about electricity, I see the government don't care things in Gambia. No, sorry, Cambia rather, and other turn them. Well, if in case the network where the money what they require for this 50 million, therefore can be a bigger network. When I network because the transmission cable that they use, then better pass that through they don't carry under. I don't know how they go do that one day, or they get for improver or put some parallel, or those ones they are putting a standard based on what they can do. But the money where I don't see the 100 million and 50 million, I mean understand. But all I do for see no more, let just the country get for do help we so that transparency go there in whatever they do as time they goes on, because then they get for make people and get for no. Because we get 100 million, then we don't get another 50. But the 50 is specific for something. That's my questions where I know say things will develop one day as long as people are transparent and put things on the table the right way and work according to the book and not to the passionate liability. Thank you very much for giving me the platform.
Thank you very much, us friend.
Yeah, you're welcome, sir.
Yes, sir. Make we come with doctor. Make we get waiting na your summary for the week. But I want for make doctor tell we what's the numbers them who they are right now and in just commerce alone waiting concern them the most. Yes, doctor, you summary for the week, man.
Yes, hi. Good evening, everyone. I hope so everybody did do well. Today, really, like the numbers in terms of COVID-19, what they report lately, don't clearly show, say, people that they adhere and to the measures them and really it's scary, and we get to really understand, say, with the new variant of COVID-19 where we see na the UK, South Africa, and also na Brazil, the people then they find it very difficult in how they go really control this virus here. So, and at first, we all be the feel say, 2021 will be the year where we will really say goodbye to COVID-19, but it doesn't look like that. That bring me to the concern when we get, given the fact that I've been in a salon, people then not really adhere to COVID-19 measures. They not believe say COVID-19 they not believe say, na something way in Africa. So, and we already don't agree, the one in South Africa is really, deadly. And we get for really understand, say, where they try for, where government put things in place, especially the Ministry of Health, they put these things in place. They're not doing just based on their own way for let them try for make you feel bad, but it's more about research. It's more about within the WHO they put out there. For now we are level 1, but if we begin to report cases and this high, I think it's really going to be scary. And then me, as always, I will talk. We healthcare system is not that great. It's not that great, and then we need to take measures. Really, we could try for combat this virus here, so for we put it under control, and let's see how we numbers then will come back down, So, but people don't wear masks. I have to say, I wear my mask throughout the time, even in my own house. I did that. Even though it seems to be weird for some people, them, but I didn't pay attention to that. And why? Because I feel say me get for come back in a country where the disease really rampant, and I get patients them for take care of. So luckily, so far all the tests that I don't do from the day where I left salon to here, they've been negative, and I don't take my second vaccine, and I'll go continue for urge people them for take them. But even the comments that we they get from people that we you've tried for share to with them say, oh, take the vaccine, it will protect you, it will give some form of immunity. People then can tend to say something negative. I hear people say, oh, you go die, and you aren't going no more, go take that. Like the comments were negative, but I don't care about that. I think what I'm doing is public health. I'm doing public education. There are people out there that would prefer to see those that are in the field really taking this vaccine to show them that it's going to protect them. I think that's what my message is about. It's not about anything else. Nobody's paying me anything to do that. I'm doing it because, I want my people to understand that it would benefit them, getting the vaccine. See it as, if you have something going on in your life, you get something that happened to you, and then, you don't do nothing about that problem there. You don't do anything. The problem just go escalate. But if you do something, you go try to control the problem. That's what vaccination is all about. Vaccination is to give you some form of protection, and that's now what we should do. If you can cut something early, where sometimes we talk about screening and everything, you cut them early, you can really do well in how you control a disease, or you prevent a disease or an illness. And Sierra Leone, we don't have the money, and we really want people to adhere, to avoid the overcrowding, and understand that we are living in a pandemic moment. We are not living in just an epidemic. We saying as just some geographical area a day. Now the entire world now they deal with this. So we don't really pray and hope say people don't go adhere. And AAA people don't adhere. They find it very funny. I'm sure you will see when you go. Hopefully by then the numbers have cut down again. But even with that, they make fun of people that wear masks thinking they're the one that have it. Not to worry. We are just blessed so far. We are just blessed. But I will tell you, the way people crowd in areas, if this COVID-19 hits Africa, especially my country, Sierra Leone, that have about 7 million population, it's going to wipe people out. So that's the scary part of it. So but we really they hope say people them adhere. And I want to say thank you to Fred for his submission. For me,
quick, doctor. With these high numbers, you feel say now because of the high number of tests than they do now, Naomi could get the high numbers because so from them it don't tell like if say it was there, but because the numbers the number of tests than they conduct not be that massive. Naomi, but now because the massive numbers them about the people already in country, Naomi could see the numbers them of the positive cases them they up there because now that they feel.
Well, it could go both ways. You could say because then they test now more, they get more cases based on that. But at the same time, maybe the transmission rate is becoming more rapid. Even though, or maybe then be the test, they let it get enough numbers them, but the transmission rate now is very rapid because a lot of people travel, this holiday season. The flights were full. There is no social distancing in any of the flights. You sitting literally next to somebody. When I was going, I had like a space between me and someone. But when I was coming, that did not happen from Sierra Leone to United States. That's just to tell you that, people are traveling more. It seems like nobody cares about whether this virus is going to end or not. People just go where they want to go. So it could go both ways, But then, I don't think we should, and I feel say, we will discourage testing. I think if we test, it will help we in how we go isolate and how we go try for, contain the virus. But if we say we need to test because that thought of the former president of the United States, because maybe calling him, or maybe they say, oh, stop testing because when you test the number is going to go up. That just some form of no brain, like I think he doesn't have no knowledge of science on how you can diagnose and treat people. He just was saying things in a way that didn't make sense. So I don't want us to feel like that's what we need to do. That's my own thing with this. We should definitely test more. We should try to test and try to see how we can enforce all the laws or the rules and regulations when it comes to COVID-19. And we are really asking, they ask Sierra Leoneans and let them listen. Let them know, say, this prevent this illness just for the government or for the Ministry of Health. You do this for yourself. your life and your family members their life, and how we go really come in as citizens of the country, and along with how we go really fight COVID-19, because it's becoming really problematic for scientists, problematic for clinicians, and for anybody that has to do anything to do with this virus. Every day you feel like things are getting out of control. So it's tough. We hoping though for the best. And in terms of one topic that I took part in, I think my thought still stays the same, that we do need the Lunge Bridge, Lunge Airport, expansion, given the fact that we go through a lot, during, our travels, the number of times, you have to be leaving your home very early just because you need to get to the airport. Sometimes you take the risk of taking those mini boats, and then you praying that God get you, across this river with no problem. Somebody like me, I wouldn't have done what I did on Monday when I was coming, but I had no choice. It was literally like something I did that I would never imagine I would do, because I lost a brother in the sea. That was, very devastating. And for me, it's a traumatic event. And if I try to do those things, it brings memory back, So that being said, we really hope, say, the bridge come to pass. We hope, say, if meanwhile, I think people made suggestions that we need the ferries to be running a little bit, until the bridge comes to pass. But we do need that bridge. It's just going to bring income to the country. It's going to generate income. People don't mind paying that toll back and forth, and it's going to help. Lunge will be developed, and Sierra Leone, Freetown that we looked at, it's going to be, better for everybody. But when you come to the country, you spend more than 14 hours in the flight, and then that doesn't include your lay, the time you spend in the airport waiting for your connecting flight, and then you still have to wait for ferries, and sometimes you either miss it, you have to go through Port Loco, or you have to take the speedboat, putting yourself at so much risk. So let's look at it. Let's take politics out of this whole thing. If a government is doing something that is good, that is going to benefit the nation, we should embrace that. Me feel so for just embrace this, for no say development now one thing. If we begin to say no, we don't want this because now this them for don't do first, then we're never gonna go forward. We can have what they have offering you now, and then continue for advocate for the thing them we will not get. I think that we for do as Sierra Leoneans and understand, say what thing they happen, so we need that. And many people said it's long overdue, and I agree with that. It is long overdue. We do need an expansion of that airport, with the hope that people would work with this Suma Group company in how they can really do this work without creating any negative image about our country, like our loyalty and our integrity when it comes to job, like where you go to work. Make sure that the job they hire you for, do the work, and then focus on what you do. And in terms of our donations that happen, we're going to talk about this on Monday. I'll just, work. I'm really right now, I'm working on, doing the report. Okay.
Thank you very much, Dr. Aisatuka Kejalo.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Yes, caller, you there live on air. Your name and where you call from, please.
Yeah, hello me.
Yes, sir. You get up to 7 minutes PSG.
Yeah.
What do you get for it today?
No, me beaucoup chef. I want sleep. I tired to God. I don't wait. Me more this cash chef now. Thank you very much, brother, and thank you to doctor. When I get some important thing more I want to talk, not too long. First and foremost, now this money for this for that light business we then give. Do how they bring them, make them put them into better use, because like I don't talk about and really now to suffer for that country. It's very, very important. The suffer very important. The light, the water, and the health business. But this light I made a fit for them. We don't put them for that purpose. Make them like judge Japan, so if they able help Japan, at least we will get a better machine them. Or even at the hydro. Now when we put in the electricity toxic, the hydro, where they make now only races they serve. No. Me, I don't say I don't have Paris here. I don't see an village having the force. Where the I do get about don't get about 4 turbines. The other one get about 7 turbines in a reserve. Because I think France now then we invaded the use. We light shake and then we put on. I don't go work a day with no protocol. I don't see them. It make them confirm. They say na Frenchman and make out to Japanese them. If they from down they already get on now like that bone down a Kenima this way na Bankaso can call them or even the Bubuna. If they work on and they go like say recycle water this that if they work on proper brother this able serve for both these 2 seasons I tell you. We don't see na ya. With me don't see na it don't na salon obviously. What's that with man? We don't agree I guarantee them for start God in picking them. Which people are so you call na God in picking them. We are to do that. Please. They use me what I see the campaign for your village Watalo. Me self let don't let me be I did be by the campaign. Bo Lunge particular. Then me 2 stronghold there. Bo with Lunge. So they are the big government let them put on there. That money back we who's friend call that 100 million they talk about let them put on that part then half thing I will need. They are the big. Then I don't see the plan of the airport. I'm glad they say the big, let them make it perfect. Then you don't because you talk about who the man watch the video. Now only talk okay, we talk to you now. But today I go on the website, I see them. And that plan where they make for that airport, they make under. I don't like getting with the most. So European country they say they no challenge you. I know say they don't go say the airport not big go. But this is now more than airport. Do I see the plan? The other thing back, brother, this corona. At the TC salon, we don't try really, brother, you don't try this program where they come with on board, they talk, all the doctor, them, other brothers, all they come on the platform. Many politics and politics. And they can't send for some pictures hold on. You get me? I talk with some people now where they come to Europe, where they go salon, then send not use masks. And now all they give by name say now we can see good in Africa, the diaspora. When I talk to them, when they tell me, I talk to me, government brother, they say, corona all day. This, anybody with this Peter, I give the people a number, they call them. Give me number to them, brother, Triple. Quote me, no friend, give me number, let give the number, let them call them. I call them, when I talk to them, they say, no get, salon, no get corona, lie, the government have money, they want it now with money hand. I call back people and I work, when I did them base back, this is the same way they talk. Then, if I they call them company for them come, talk to me on the phone, direct, WhatsApp, talk to me there. National left. When I forget the government now money the one eats the one live with money, let them get them this sick day. This you don't take another dimension. When I left for this now how the bad people now they see Paris where they show we Al Jazeera other station there they show we what's up in South America areas we people die they bury them mass grave. When I left they say a lie. Made them police and politics. And me brother what I want to talk about let's have what they listing me let them leave this politics and salute. If you don't cancel this administration, time can fight for this control for the control before. Whatever my salon better. We like will not in it. They will not plan for tear. Do one go don't think now so say I want to turn back. One let's come to better. Let's go do something. Let's go do something. Salon money they do. At the time that again would be small time and somebody will get a small market for cargo for me. What I sell, I get more than 2 million per one. Believe me, I don't talk no more. Money in that country. They reflect back for last sell more. Now just normal test. I get 2 million per one. Yes. For free. So do you have the big may let this politics business by this country. Then talk say corona no dey na lie. Then I get pictures of watching an AYV. Big man, if in the then this I go share for the pictures there, but hold on. They don't wear masks, none of them. I will give example of that then go pound program where the big man them where them go there, no wear masks. The one that they meet, no wear masks. Then football business, no wear masks. The one that said the one man go back, he goes do some a gift, go to make gift. No wear masks. Big people them. We very by no good. Yes. Then we tell them back. Then they say, well, look, the one them go away now authorities they never wear the masks. So this show say corona there. Now money making, now business. It gets me. When they stop this, I not find no good at all. For this country, then push politics aside. We notice that happen now. And they talk back, they don't see post we die. They say na corona and killer. Pass the show they see body. Now they capitalize on. So they put on politics back. It's very, very bad. No good at all. You don't see. Let them come to one, hands on deck, for let them do something for this country, let it go full. With this one power, now so we see now. When Macron can have power, the other one they them come, they only put on where they do them. You know, they ever tell us in so. If we last ask and they say France and then get a tribes them. But the tribe wouldn't have been French. Who ask them for sure, they say because when they do that, they go divide the country. So we left all entire saying that this and that. With this one cash, you know, when I all come and put them together and work, we the country better now. We for them go they go see country better one. Now we did the praise. We bad go back. We no see better. Now we did the praise back. Now we did the talk about. You know tell well. Now do come out. We no place like home. Yeah, our local government now we don't can now they say don't find I don't want to fish. We no go back some fish now. Because I watch all the faith for now struggle. Salo fusi want to get easy. If you say one ID can get easy, if you say one person can get easy. But you pass it, if you take that pill, the car you to if you take that pill, the last one, this younger business. This younger business back then same guy I talk with them back, they say that problem don't solve. Do you while they put along on the table? These are people from the diaspora. And they say put on politics. They say and it's come up we don't solve younger problem. A lie. Nothing happened. If I talk to the guy, my brothers don't come in Europe. I put on Palestine, so to chat, we put our, you talk on a radio there, we talk on the back, we do a proposal, it's not a lie. That probably belongs to volunteer. So that the administration, just managing government, just want to for culture, talk on a different things that. A lie, even in both say, I want to talk about people, they don't cross, they don't come make a pillar or this and that, it's not a lie. Make them stop this. Then this, I began to try to talk now back to the last I tell now. We somebody line us say sent to because I be sent to them clip there. But salon clip there audio there. Now I want the guys left for my to me get a cost day. As I let me say other country in the they give so then get problem when they get tribalism in this politics business. You know how they take a phone, they abuse the internet. I say but salon do drum. Put on politics say very bad. You know good. Now I say from TD will not ever sound to me. The reason to make I stop there, what I tell somebody to me pictures of flight. Beauty flight here, a commander for cargo for what take Europeans there. Therefore couch people them back. A people them go a couch. I come born a lungi, call lungi cat on my lungi bow, fritz and kenima. No part McKinney, no partner the underway should happen. You want to get for the give me. Me say I get camera normally, you get camera. What is simple so they will give me a life story. When I asked for this flight, the person tell me say this flight here a load ammunition for go attack and command and McKinney for killer. Now so the person tell me send the audio. That's not let me I say no lie, I don't believe that's not lie. Later on, so come down the airport. You can get people who do the airport. Yeah. I get 3 people a big man in the when not prominent people then for the do the NPRC one know them, I'm brother. Then bride okay. From there, now call them. Nice to know, bra. I come other brother because come make Mr. Camara. Next day, best life flight we come. He said, no, not for combination. He says, flight we can, you can't take Europeans there. They first can who people then they can hire. He said, no, not to ammunition couch for can go kill person and this command. They can't say, we don't tell me that. He said for me the same flight, the same picture to me. So I check all two the same thing. Now colleague, someone I left the habit. I said, no, fine. When I drive left for this year, then they put them and the media, then put us or they begin scatter. So that way after when they talk so, now true. Salomon you do and they very bad. It's not good. That way talk. I'm not like load now. Then go down. Salomon you do for free. They don't matter how brother, no brother. We see post talk. So another for this. I guess I will send for the pictures and make me look there for that max. Then they will feel at the center for you.
Okay, thank you very much, PSG.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and inside the call from, please.
Hey, Triple A, thank you very much. This is Naumar and the call from Los Angeles.
Yes, Umar, you're up to 7 minutes.
Today on, I need to talk Boku. I need to go after anybody. I just want to give praises and thanks. First of all, I want to start with Abdul Fatoma. I name it. Now that guy didn't actually name that Abdul Fatoma.
Yes.
Okay. Because then this year I see another news. It don't help that we brother within London. where that policeman be holding things and you be know about that. I'm not saying you know said you know about that. They don't finally get things then.
Yeah, we'll
I
talk
see an
about standing
AYB.
ahead in days. Yeah, we'll talk about that now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I've been so happy when he don't get in things then. Hopefully that policeman they lost his job. And when he don't talk, say they go after them, we all lay with them in prayers. Let God make it go after them, or let God make Mother Bio, and as in call himself, man would listen, let him listen to that man and cry. Because waiting that guy do not a right way for treat a human being. Also, I want to say thank you to the delegates them. We go na Guinea, and I understand say the fire don't be quiet down. They don't soften the tongues them down there. And I understand say the Guinea and the Salon president for me, they not put a date, they say for happen soon. I know say you self get some idea on that. So then I good news. Thank you to them all. And what me want to say about we former minister of lands, if parliament column, let go. Whatever evidence we can get for good show, say, then land here because you get for good show. If you're not sure, then a problem. But let go show. If na Salon get the land them, if na the country land and then people have been the grab, because na land grabbers them, then go show the papers them. Then go show them the parliament. Let parliament look the papers then. In fact, if you find out saying true what they talk, that go able to keep your head high. So all the under be they talk bad about them, then go fall back on themselves. So today on, I know they attack anybody. I just want to give them two people here, Patoma them, the under we help this with brother, because this man be done the cry for them things here for the past 2 years. And why a policeman for do that? I mean, then see an evidence. Then bring them come to you, and according to which I did AYV, they say they do a syndicate in and then Nigerian people there for take people Salon. Yeah, I mean, let's see no more. You deprive your brother for foreigner, deprive, take property, then come out, take, then they wouldn't done, they say, no, we go invest. But this is not clear evidence. How we go invest when we get we own people and we own brothers? The type coup against we with Lebanese and Nigerian man them. For cause havoc them per week. Then they say, no, we go invest. Now the problem is, and we don't get this show now, Bokute, and they say, why Sierra Leone and one we sister back from Minnesota also say, the problem, we need to go invest. Well, when I listen to them kind of case here, how we not go say, no, to go invest? When then people are already under the Thai syndicate with Lebanese and foreigner against we. When we go to property, then they hold we down. They take that man in property, then that man go do business. Look all them thing and they look now. Look all the TVs and the computer and the chair them, where they all look raggedy. Look where they look how much you go to sell them now for pulling money. The man they work hard in England for go help other people and do business. You treat them that way they. But yet people are always they say, will they talk about cool, let go help. Well, that's the result and then why would they go now and not to in at the first one. But could they will get the same story. How the people are they treat me. Both governments. How did they treat me? And I know kind of they work all day, all night. Are they go and eat this time to just for go work now reach there on time? They are taking that money there. Then you was there, whether you're a minister or you're a policeman, or you go treat me that way. Now that no more, my brother. Thank you very much. And God bless your country. I go to listen.
All right, thank you very much, Omar. Go to listen, because person they can't talk after you, so listen.
I will listen, my brother.
Just like waiting Omar try to explain I just now. I think say maybe you not be listening during the week, or we don't talk about with brother Abubakar Sise. We anybody who don't follow we know this issue about Abubakar Sise. Well, right now we get Abubakar Sise on the line. Ingo can explain to we exactly how this thing happened. Yes, Abubakar Sise, welcome to Sarah Network, sir. You get a platform, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Tripoli. This is Abubakar Kamari call.
Yeah, Abubakar Kamari, sorry.
Yes, I presently then na Freetown, Sierra Leone. I call from Sierra Leone. The first thing I want to tell the members of the Sarah Network family, plenty thank you, and Mr. Abdul Fatoma for the wonderful job where Sarah Network do as well, because Sarah Network na the first person we can side for like we would help for like get justice in this country when our homelands alone. Like this man, the judge talk, the government they plead for the people of the diaspora for them come and can invest in this country. Me na one of them. Me na a young man. I did at the UK. I don't live there very close to 30 years. I come try for help young people them with dinner. I set up a business and I registered business, but due to reasons where I get for lose the place where I do my business, I get for relocate my stuff and come back na my own place. Na my own rest in Ascension Town here. President they talk to now. So this one day as he don't before ring, my brother called me, say, brother, police and Canada this house. I say, waiting police they do. They say police they can clear me. I say, no, not to police boo. I say, I not feel saying that police. Police not go do that. I say, not to police, not give me that. I say, police not do that. I say, so wait here happen. He said, then just can and say they want to come buy something. Now are they on cuffs? Then bang me in one of the room. Then they can clear the one loose. I said, you sure? I said, I'm not feeling that police and move. I called and said to one of my relative, ask, I said, I get a complaint, say police and I'm not choosing that police. He said, me say, no. He said, but I will follow up. So during the course of the time, I understand, say, yes, indeed, na police them. I said, well, you know, small boy, not fight them. I said, because not going to fight themselves. I said, give them a chance and do what they want to do. Police then can me host the guy will lead the troop, in name Superintendent Sizer. Well, ask, I say, what did he do na me host? He said, well, he received a message from his boss when AIG Brahmaja, Director of Crimes, and say, well, they need for Canada this host, for can clear this host. I say, when I get a warrant for Canada host, because you can't just go to somebody in premises like that. You go with thugs and for clear property them. I say, no, you not call for. He say, well, you not there in for talk for that. Believe me, then clear me host and can 2 trucks. The first truck, one big truck and then car with. And they're not even can go all the property them. Then get for call the street boys them. Street boys and help for pull some of the thing them. The other items where the man make allegations in anger, then lock me room. We get over 250 chairs and folding tables. The man saying I get all things. I say, okay. I say, you sure said I ain't get? He said, he can't have me bedroom. He said, I get everything at the bed, na me room. And I said, okay, no problem. So during this course, they don't try for go. I said, okay, I get for fast track all my documents, like my thing short. I fast track all my shipping documents because me are very good in documentation. I send all the documents to my brother because that's my brother serving a cell to my other sister. They print the document and go give at the police station. They say, okay, these are the documents for them property. They want to say, now this Nigerian man, I ain't get them property there. Then check, then go. I say, okay, when I go to my shipper them, because anything we buy in England, I know where we Tottenham eat. Now somebody they carry them. And God so good, the property, then most of them get the serial number for the shipper. Then go to the shipper. They say, yes, we know this man. How can go to in place safe? Okay, then then show them the documentation. Just within few days, they don't do this. The junior police officers them, they want to do the rightful thing by saying, okay, let's return this money property. They don't come like this AIG Brahmaja, Director of Crimes, he said the man and compromised with the investigation. So therefore, most of them man and they send them now them upline side will be saying they will see light safe. They say let them come on, they not sabi do their job. I don't call this man say, look, Mister, if you feel say that man ain't get them, you don't do investigation, you don't do everything. With me, I don't do what I'm supposed to do. I don't give documentation. You don't look. Now me get them property, they're not poor, they are big. Because them property they ask you, if I'm thinking what they sell no more, fair enough. But even take all me household things them. I get like a sofa chairs where they don't cost over £5,000. where I don't put at this host for a long time. This man don't agree. And the worst part of it, the police then they continuously use me property in a station. They don't pull all me stuff, the worth of 35 to 40,000 pounds sterling. I say, why this for happen inside me hometown? I cry inside me house. Me ever say why they cry? I say I supposed to cry, not only for the property them, but why this for happen to me in my own homeland? And then say then one day we people of the diaspora, we can invest in this country. This director of crimes, he all want to be property them. For which grounds? On which grounds? He say he feels I will pay ransom for them. I no go do one. I say I no go do one. I say I will continue for fight, and I believe say justice then at this country. I left him. I go na CDID complaint police complaint board. Where I go, they guy they feel say okay, this man they don't hold it in there now. So the best thing now, then begin give me a lot of demand. This one they ask for this one. I say listen. So when I feel say they don't hold me property them, anything you wanna tell me now, I for just do. I say no. I left it. I call ACC boss. I complain. Do you want to look into this matter? This man they try for bully me inside my hometown. Now this is do to me. ACC say send email. Send me email. I say okay. I say I go send me brother because I'm so stressed. I'm not able to sleep. I'm not able to do nothing. Because imagine this now a business was set up where I help within the family and other extra boys them, where the street boys them. Now then they survive. I get for deep down inside my pocket back for help them, for letting them not strain too much. While I fed this case as well. If not for Mr. AAA, you are the CEO. You should say come in person. You see, then they use me property them. And up to the last day when we come I come the 19th. At then along because of I want to follow the protocols saying, okay, this man, if he can at this country, where he CPR clear, then he can go about the business. So I wait. As he clear, I get for Canada. I come Thursday, I call Mr. Fatoma. He called me, say, come with me in my office, 2:30 in the afternoon. I meet her, he called straight away Brahmaja. He called Mr. Brahmaja, director of crimes. He said, I be don't tell them and say let them give them man this man in property. He said when I go na central, they go give the property. Now Mr. Fatoma said, okay, they call this man OC Mansari, now in charge. When he call OC Mansari, Mr. Mansari say, when I cannot more, I will give you the property them. Then me and Mr. Fatoma move straight down there, we go there, where we go there, the man not even in the office. We knock on the door, he not there. Then the man call on the phone again, say, Mr. Mansari, they right in front of your door. Who you there? He say, I'm not in the office. If that police man hold that file, you know they. Now they see, and they don't begin the back and forth. You know, I say, look, this I know we will take this trip. I know we'll take this. So he said, well, okay, now waiting at the thing, Mr. Fatoma, go come Monday. I will find him. I will get the file. So patiently, Monday we carry back. Monday when we carry the place back, he not even want to see me, the OC in charge. He said, no, I don't talk to a director of crimes. Now I said, no, it's not possible. I called Mr. Fatoma. I said, Mr. Fatoma, I didn't have police central. I said, demand there. Now Mr. Fatoma said, demand there. I said, yes, he there. He said, okay, wait right there at the county. Mr. Fatoma taking time with his wife, when I'm a representative as a solicitor, then come at the place. We see this man, we go right inside the office. The fridge where they use in the office, na my fridge. The chair where she don't pay, na my chair. I look inside my file, I pull the receipt, brand new, like the shipper give me. I say, see that property where she don't pay, na my chair that one day, and that fridge where they use, na my fridge that one day. Even the other police officers, them everywhere in a central station there, me things that they use. Whether they use me chair as a bed, whether they use me sofa as a sofa, everywhere. Even me table them, they scatter, they put book, they file them. The LUC na my own big freezer and they use. Where they go for go take them? They say for the man all day. They say the man all day. After 2-3 hours, because it take a lot of time for let them locate the property them. The LUC finally around maybe 7 o'clock, he get for come. Then when they go open the place, the fridge full of food and ping all side. Who say drink this? I say, hey, bro, how they can't take this? Now the junior officer say, pa, they say the man will get the property, don't come. We get forget this here. The man not happy at all. So me, I not get more choice. The thing I don't pull, work out. I say from there, na station that I want give them, but me family they follow me. Say no, give them nothing. I say me then what nothing. Look, I get a printer. Well, buy when I a brand new printer. Believe me, the way they handle that, you know they work. Look and pack here. Then the pass I give away. All me stuff they don't spoil. Now just few items the way I able salvage. The rest I don't. First I give it to charity because they not get work anymore. So me I just plead to Sarah Network as a family. They say justice not in there, but I believe say justice day. I always they say there is justice in Sierra Leone, but we need for test the justice system in this country. If we not do them, I believe in me, them man and they left. Me not for me again. For me, I will just put my hand out and say, okay, I'm not able to fight police, I'm not able to fight government. But how about we brothers and sisters that wait and day now, where we say they not get nothing for fact. They not even get document for property they wouldn't get. So how about them? Now so no more we left them. Me, I believe say Sarah Network, I still plead. I tell them plenty thank you, but they still plead to now. They will not come to me aid. That we fight this battle. I believe say this is a winning battle already. Police, I know they are not happy with them. You take something as exhibit, you use them continuously 1 year, 4 months, and 23 days. They don't damage all my property. And the police don't damage them all because they can't take them at this OCR safe and sound, being a business person. I even go to the extent the prosecutors, I tell them, look, when I go investigate, when I go to I show them the shop. I show them the registered number, why they register as a businessman, you know. They don't look to that one day. The junior police officer, they do the right thing, but this AIG Brahmaja and this Superintendent Sizer, even in fact, from that point, they take Sizer from Central and Kara would direct second director to CID and say, they don't do a good job. I say, what is a good job? For what take meeting them without economy, without even a warrant? Not a good job. So anyway, now not take people in time, Mr. AAA. I'm really happy for come on the platform. Forgive me your own story, what happened, because this is me, Abubakar Kamara. I've been living in the UK nearly very close to 30 years. I no one they get for pay penny to anybody, me not to criminal. And the only thing will make me, I feel so happy for let them see back and count the property in this neighborhood. Because they say me, they go collect people and property there. I can't give me what they sell. Now that they don't tag me now. But when they see them count them back, I say, fair enough, at least. I don't get peace of mind. They say, hey, how did they count it? I say, well, no, that's similar to criminal at all. I work so hard. I grab 2,000 in the morning for go work. And I've been doing this for the past 20 years. So how me go be a criminal? So anyway, I tell you, AAA, you the CEO for Sarah Network, plenty thank you for rescue me in this situation, because me, I not get nobody would help me again. Even if I don't jail them up and this. And this Nigerian man, they continue to do them. If they go and point people to them, now me get this police declare. I kind of station, I say, how about this car waiting up there? Now me get this car, let police take them back. They say, who's I? Now you get them. I say, when I saw do. When I can't yours, and they invite this Nigerian man because indeed the man, I don't even Sabiam, the brother not Sabiam, will not get no business ties at all. The police and they work out with this Nigerian man. He can't be pointing, he said, get it. I said, oh, how about the house? Because you can't just come to my house and say, now you get all things. Okay, if that be the case, I believe it's the rightful thing for police for you. Lock up the place, put this place on surveillance, then do investigation. By so doing, me property not for me don't point. But how me get, I don't work so hard If me own cry, will not be me own cry, believe in me. And not for be able to get into there. Even with them poor soup. So now rest my case. I not get much for say. But finally, I can conclude say, thanks to AAA, the CEO, and the members of the Sarah Network family. Without Una, I know we get justice. But I believe say there is justice in Sierra Leone. So we need for test the justice system. And me, I plead to the Sarah Network family. Let them still help. Police don't use meeting until they don't spoil it all. And I don't get option. They get for take responsibility. Thank you very much, Mr. AAA, if you give me the platform. For come on there, this is Abubakar Kamara calling straight from Freetown.
Thank you very much, Abubakar. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know if you be done to follow the story, but Abubakar be called for help Naya. Just like I did explain everything. And when I did Sierra Leone, January 2020, I began for pay Central Police Station a visit. I pay Central Police Station a visit, and out of the now they all these things start for make Abubakar go able for get in property them back, because I go there, I see how the police and they behave, and the police then confirm to me say the things that they use now Abubakar in own. So now from there I left, I go to Abdul Fatoma, and from there today Abubakar don't get in property. But I said something the last time. We really want to test the system because we want to sue Sierra Leone police. Now, Salon police go na in host, go take them here. And the funny thing about this whole issue, the Nigerian man is nowhere to be found right now. The Nigerian man is nowhere to be found. We were there when them property them be the handover ram. If you not possibly subscribe to SN Radio on Monday morning, we will upload the video. We will upload the video where Abubakar did the collecting property them. And make yourself see the property then in the state where they. So until somebody be the cell where put na us, na in police go take say na evidence, and the Nigerian man now nowhere to be found. So the Nigerian know, the police we want for sue and make we are not gonna leave this. We not the lever. We want for test the system. I be make a promise to Ranaya. And I go from there, it don't get in property. It take long. It take very long, but hey, it gets them back, because what you do now the area where it dey, you know, say from diaspora they don't like we. I don't talk the truth no more. Then begin they talk about and say, hey, na thief they thief property them, and they send go salon so that in brother then go they sell na thief property them. So like it don't get that bad name na the area. So now in one party thing they will make a glad say the same policeman they will get at anything there, people and still in the area back then see say then cow truck back then cow the property them back. So able to redeem name na the area. You're not gonna say people and get issue with you unless one day you get problem. Let you go Salomon and go begin for tag you. Plenty people they say it should sue. We want to do that. If you feel say you get connection, we go able to help you, because like I feel they're not easy. But this one, you know what I can talk now. People like if you say na play, but behind the scene we can they do it too, they do. But this one, we want for sue and see who side it come out. We no want for left police so, we no want for left Gamajaso, we no want for left the Nigerian man so. No, they have touched one of our own. Let we show them say diaspora we will come together, and if you touch one, you don't touch we all. This one, if you get any connection, if you say go able help, any lawyer, any this and that, we're able for help, please connect to we. We no one for left this so. We no one for left and so. Not at all. Salon police for pay for damages. Then not they deny say they not be the user. The answer say then the user. So I think Abubakar need justice, and we dey right behind them forget that justice day. So please, if you feel say you get that help, they will go able for give, right? Any help right now count. We no want left and so. Any help count. If you get channel we go after that one day, yeah? Yes, call ID live on here. You name and no side call from, please.
Hello, AAA. This is Willow. They call from London.
Yes, Willow. You get up to 7 minutes. What thing you want for share with me?
I will first of all say big thanks to you. I just wake up, I hear a few lines of this guy's story, but the one line lead me to second line lead me to third line until I listen the whole thing. It's so touching, you know. Things like this would happen. I've seen the police only talk the same language. This na lasini, na lasini. This Nigeria will do this thing so. And they so feel which I want to say so for people who don't get interrelations with them, who don't make families with them. But now people where you see them fight against them in South Africa. This is the reason. Now we bother them, but the thing that they can come up with now, any land where they go destroy that land they then go bring all kind of inside that land, they bring drugs, bring all kinds of things, go mess up the now I mean they call it alone virgin country. Because you know to make they not meet sweep at then they not meet people identity, but they don't. Then they carry and go gradually in our country. They take we land them, they sell them back exorbitant amount. They fight against we. They use we sisters. They know and they talk about them. All anything in this. Waiting, I will try for suggest. You see, SN Radio they do a very very good job. Look, we talk about diaspora. Tripoli, I want to let you find way to God. We go to subscribe to you. I feel say it better that way they. Let we fight, let we build up a strong foundation. For this kind of a job where you do so, you need support from we with the diaspora and find a way what we do financially towards SN Radio. We subscribe and be strong and be powerful for fight against that kind of a problem. Yeah, so because right now, if anybody, any police you call, the judiciary system is messed up, the police they messed up, everything messed up. Now, Sierra Leone, you call one this and they will try for damping the case. That's what they do. They will try for damping the case, make things not go through. Then will try for frustrate you. Then say now oversee them, come on, frustrate you. So now so then they do. Lands of cases the way people they don't get to. Now the same thing they do. They say this na kai will all work come out. Then they phone you and they phone the opponent and they take from you and they take from the opponent. Now so you case they left unsolved. This is what they do. They all talking the same language. But like I say, I go back to the point again. Tripoli, we are ready to support you. Any kind of way we will create for let we they subscribe to you. You understand? Make SN Radio team up as we leader for fight against them problem because like why you talk they hate we. This is why I know say they hate we in other country. They see this past election. We they plead for them. Right? We no want no color, we no want no red or green. All is really fight for na reality. But then they tell you, say, una not there so, but what you don't can see now oversee. The oversee then they fight for calm like we said. The way you don't can land, now they try for put towards the country. Let the country be straight and enjoyable. You know go fight for calm oversee again. So when we carry them, then thing and they go to them, then they cost we, then they no word not they tell we yeah, this past election we do so. I win at this, we not serious, we there, but when election can now, when the sitting government begin treat them now, they begin back now oversee. And now we they put food at the table. The same government where they una they under so when things wrong for them, now they gonna come big. Now yeah, they gonna come big. Me we see also a rally for two of them government in this UK also. They do publicity for them. They make a fundraising when the candidates were nobody. Then when they don't get now, then they change. They begin to treat the people. Then. Me and my own contribution. This we people are already listening. We supposed to find way. Let we put support to BN SNA, SN Radio, where they do this leading for we. Let we be stronger so we will get a voice. And my own support this.
Thank you very much, Willow.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, caller ID live on air. Your name and who side call from, please.
It's not Ezekiel. I call from Oregon.
Yes, Ezekiel, you're up to 7 minutes, sir.
Thank you so much, Triple A. I'm glad you are to hear some a little bit of victory story like that. Very, very nice. I think the whole thing it happened to we, the love will not get for we country. The love will not get for we country, and they cause all this problem. You go, like simple case always they bring up. You travel na Liberia as a Sierra Leone, every year, then they check you staying at that place there. Every year you forgo renew that paper there. You know? Liberia, every year. My brother did it every year. If you go pay that paper there, if you not go there, the kind Yagba way then the Yagba force, the member for run commodity, passive renew that stay there. You know? No stranger from any other country, whether neighbor or anywhere, where they get any push from we leaders, then we authorities, then they get none. Then they get none. You know, nobody, not they even check. Sometimes the first time where they go in, nine no more than they check. In fact, then they actually pressure we young people them for go in for go now we young country. Then they pressure we more than the stranger. You know, and when stranger can they, nobody know they do any follow up. Nobody no care. When then they come, when they're for left, none. You know. So when authorities then they say, oh, we know they show love for we country. Now you for starter. Now you for starter. What side the defense day for we young people? Huh? All the time. You know, the support they in favor of the stranger. Obviously, I know one. Obviously, I know one when stranger get the right law, we try for push and say, oh, because na stranger law we get wrong. No, I don't want that. But there's no way we then go left the unit. They begin they can't defend you. They never ever do that. Tell me any country where you go, even the one the way then they go Guinea, they know how the Guinea man and they treat them for buying things there. In fact, if somebody thief something from you, you not get nobody for cry to. Let that happen at Sierra Leone. You go see the police then go fetch for that stranger. They quick forget justice for her. But let it happen to Salomon. Begin to turn you. So when you they talk of love, not from the authority for begin, you know, nobody no go there we go there in a household. It always beat the picking. They wanna show me love. We know they show their love. You know, then go obey way they small. Way them begin big. Go touch them. They want to slap away that picking go give you. You know, now that they happen when authorities they encourage the people them for we do something together. Then the people then go drum with open heart. You know, then go drum with encouragement. Who side this problem come out? Every time we somebody from the diaspora want to do something. Now, no, Sierra Leone, we get for left this hate. You know, Lord, we love we serve. You know, una for no say where the economy is difficulty under. Now the remittance way they come overseas. Now they continue for spin that way in that country. They, you know, I wish once in a while the government itself will give a report of remittance way they go na the country. How much it is spin the economy in the country. You know. We not to enemies there. Nobody know they na where they try for go na that country. They win Sierra Leone. We in not get love for the country. We seeing people and they enjoy na. You know we not get tired. So when people and they go now for love, we they go. So Lord we not put and say oh this person can't. You know Lord we avoid this. If we all want to do well, now that we need for do. You know we all need to come together and work together, and then we'll begin for move the country forward. You know, so all this stuff, the love for the country, therefore start with the authorities. The last time somebody even he said we'll not get grassroots somebody who don't be president of that country. I mean, I'll be talking a little bit on that. That the person not being the basically say because then the leaders they're not born as Sierra Leone, but then they talk about the love. You know, when we don't see authorities, authorities then they go places where then they obey traffic rules, where they know they official duty. When then they go and obey traffic rules, where then they want move now, convoy they move with. So they never even know the struggles of ordinary people the way they drive now the place, So all these things, when people and they say this person when they in power, don't get love for the country. Now that's the mean. Now for the person, the least person in the country, because now then you they work for. So if we want, we all get love for the country, Lord, we see the authorities, let them begin and force. Let them begin and force. The same thing when they say charity begins at home. Now that whole thing, the statement, it mean the authorities. Now therefore be good example for we. Defend you people in another country. We want to see which action una don't take against them people here where they be involved at that day. Then not to the law. The whole thing is confusing. How a police will take that whole authority in hand. Let's say we not get judiciary system. It's confusing. So authorities, them, una show we now say justice is there for all. Una put them in place and tell and say, no, you're not supposed to do this. This not to you right. In fact, when you been the do investigation, this investigation supposed for land now the courts. Now therefore don't do all what they need for do. So Triple A me na me contribution that today. Do ya Lord we show love to we serve. Authorities, Lord we begin and to we serve. Thank you so much, Triple A.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, call ID live on air. Your name and side call from, please.
This is Tawo Pane from New York City.
Yes, Tawo Pane. What you get for me today?
First of all, I'm mad and upset. I remember this case for this guy in London. That's supposed to be like maybe more than 1 year ago. I remember.
Yes, it's a little over 1 year. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I've been doing that story in this station. Then people here, they need to pay the price. It is a shame and disgrace to Salone. And for that, I hear the man say cry, and I feel in pain because he cried not because of the property anymore, as he said. You don't believe for me and go treat her like a stranger, countryside born. And then when if other family say no, take the property, yes, he did the right thing where he take them back. Like he say, the policeman then, the neighbor then we don't see the policeman and can't take the item here. So it better bring them back, make clear in name. You want to we don't talk boku, make them not say not to thief them. But therefore do all kind way them policemen for pay for them chair. How dare they go take the money property, then they use them, destroy them. It's a shame to the government. So all NTI they make other possible they other country right now. Whose encouragement you go get for go salon, go invest, do this, do that, and how the country they go before? Because the thing, the first one where they go, they let they give them a good example. So the next person go afraid. Every day, the way they happen as always, just the upset people every day. Where they don't know more say salon tranga, the ground dry. How the ground not go dry? The one where get small water for go pour, let something grow. Una they discourage, una they destroy, una they tarnish in character. So, nana no more me get for say it's shame and disgrace. Trust me.
Thank you very much, Taopene's Kitchen. Yes, call ID live on air. Your name and side call from, please.
Good evening from your side. Mina Talker from the Netherlands.
Yes, Talker, you're up to 7 minutes.
Thank you. First of all, I want to tell you thank you. I want to tell the listeners, then the people that don't contribute also thank you. And, this story about this man, really amazing. Really amazing. We posting, you go see them. The people like self like a movie. Now like a movie where people they explain this now like movie. But one caller talk say we need for we self. People what to me they say for any side, even a young family self, for development good. First of all, when I get forget love between ourselves. Then one. They will not get for honest. First, because if you should get love for somebody, then you're sorry for that person, then you are honest. But the country who fair yourself, that country, easy. Nobody no love nobody. Everybody, people like what they say, monkey dunia, it's so pathetic. And I want to light also on, because plenty thing and then we talk about. I want to light also on the issue about Chernobyl, the issue also, where it come is talk, about the government and plenty thing that we pull out, but what you do, okay, everybody getting right for do what you want for do and other things them. But this this a national issue. We all know say we get anti-corruption. Me I for be wish, I for be area say this and this and don't happen like I don't count so. I get the document them, I go present them to anti-corruption. You understand It make up for we like social media stunt. After you don't go present all to anti-corruption, at least let them follow this case and let them follow the case and let we see what let we the public let we see what they come inside. But the way how in go about them, me and all, this they come all to what here they try for say like we as Sierra Leoneans also we not respect also what's in a law and order. We just want for live like a monkey them. Everybody want for do what you want for do. Then the other person for believe. Then the other person for user for beat the other person. Like for example, I will say Tripoli na so. You understand? I kind of public. Then are they expect the other people for believe them and therefore take them, therefore believe me, and then humiliate you about that. The work so now any civilized country we want for develop, the work so. We get anti-corruption, we get the social media now. If you go present all in documents we get, I mean document this I get, I'll investigate the first lady, I'll investigate this and this, you not do that, but you get document the way they pull bit by bit. No, me and you not go verify those documents because people are able to do anything what they want for do. You understand? So that the one side and the way me waiting and call. And second thing about in explanation because be following life, but that's here again. Now that if a promise say it counts evidences and they back where it will show. And the person will be the interviewer, he ask him about that. But in the Chernobyl, he brush off. Because he asks specifically, say you will say you go present to with some document evidences that he brush off. He brush that question, they don't answer them. So like what I try to say is that if you possibly you get good thing way now for because this if you're not true, really true of what he talks so now for we all benefit, everybody benefit. Because imagine if them uproot the then people are accused, so they uproot them and then dig and then see everything. But no, we do them in standard way because nobody not go be go want for let somebody go, he just accuse you and the public opinion, everybody just take up because me a person are very critical and they just even if he triple A you thief something, I true say thief him. But I want to forget the evidence system. You understand? I want to see the clear evidence before I really waiting and call. So me now some of the things and in the back we are skeptical about a little bit. Then another thing again we are skeptical about but in life they call people and by name. They call people and by name. Like from the president to wife to chief minister, lots of them they call them. You understand? But a skip for call the vice president. And there is one point where the interviewer asked him, say somebody the comment here say talk about the vice president. He brushed the back off. Like little things they becoming a post are very, very critical on things. So this time my own take. I know they talk so what he's saying a lie or not true. But this time my own just take the normal pick. And now come up and check by your own. I want to come to the dog issue. City council. City council, if people way grow up during the late 70s to early 80s, say come, let's say mid 80s now, then go no say this law with city council they council about the dog issue, it be they happen. City council be the cage dog there. In fact, they get special motor for dog there and get the way out them the cage and the city council they do that one day. So I think say in the one bring come back. It's fine for bring come, but the kind way we country they now everything people in the politicize them, every little thing in the politicize them. I hope say it work, but we bring come a little bit of problem back because of politics, business, and other things. That's in the how they see them at the pray to God not happen. At the see like the tell we get for bigger happen, like how land minister, I be go out after land there, people and be community them they come against them. That's what you get for happen. Go now person in area, maybe that dog they men the drive thief man there, You go and go catch them, problem come out. Because the people where they live now, most of the young boys, they not meet up those things and also know certain things that they be happen. In fact, city council, we get people that will be the bamba, that thing at them back, we get that, you get chemicals, so then they spray. Sometimes they in the past, they pay the nothing. Me, I still remember the tell be the Kishi Road. You they call it like if you not get change now, then they come, they can spray all, you understand it? Even at the gutter them, they can spray, that be the work down the special. I hope so those things, now things that we find. Of course, you know, with one country now, so you get animal, any kind of animal, you get documents, you register them. I hope say they work, then things that they work, But what to me, they appeal to we the community as Sierra Leoneans. We get for show love, and we get for honest, and we get for do things straight, because we can't able to develop. Would they stock no more? A million come, ladies 100 million come, triple I tell you for free. I let Clank go you. I go me can tell me say United Nations don't give money. He said why he send money. He said talk. I said what here would do no more. He said but I tell you, go to satisfy nobody in that country. He said because United Nations says not United Nations. He said we not born it and don't begin spend at this country. He said no, this country, this Africa continent is satisfied. What he be the try for tell me is that we're not honest to ourselves. No matter how you do, small thing you can go. You say you want to make business for help another people. Triple A. Me, I can always begin first to we own family them. You your family self naim. One paper be there, one paper day where they work on WhatsApp. We get one boy in the house who they live in the Netherlands. In your family people them, it come out go holiday. Now in your family people them, now then go arrange with people them where they can broke those. The police then pass and go and catch the boy. And the people are with thief because I think the things that they go scatter and gone. So police then pass and catch them. They all them with the man in own passport. See the inside the things there. So police copy the front side of the passports and we put on a WhatsApp. But the boy over there, if don't go police today, he don't go meet and now call and I say in your ambulance and they open for native man and can do under. You see the kind of attitude where they talk. Nobody know they satisfy in that country. Everybody is like wounded lion. So we like other callers, they know at the appeal to we Sierra Leoneans, let we left for put everything from politics, let we try for show love, let we try if somebody open small buffer for you, make sure say you honest with that person, more especially if you oversee, So Nadan no more they try for say. Thank you very much for your time, Triple A, and I tell the viewers and the listeners they also thank you.
Thank you very much, Tucker.
Yeah.
Let's call your name and who side the call from, please.
Yeah, Rina, Constance, where I call from USA.
Yes, you get up to 7 minutes, ma.
Okay, Triple. I know they don't cover all the point there. Okay, I will start with the tractors there. I'm really happy for the tractors and the farming. I hope and pray say people will take advantage of the opportunity, just like what you say. Mister go try call on the village and see if any of your girl and your man and they not get job, make them take advantage of this opportunity, make them go learn the trade. And I'm glad back when they talk say for good school. This is the 24th century. Nobody not for good. Now, salary somebody they drive, you not sabi read and write. If you not sabi read, you follow the instructions. People are need for good school. They don't steal education, don't kind of our country. It's sad in the 21st century we still talk about people who not sabi read and write. So I hope say this family will succeed. Now one way that they will all go pull trouble now we hear. And also this Guinea boundary triple, this Guinea president. Now we know more like just what that man just talk. It's so sad. So everything we come now with it put into politics, this APC versus SLPP. Nobody do something patriotically. If they are not see anybody for the support the Guinea president with the accusation the way they put power vice president. That Guinean president, like I always say, that man is a dictator. And let people and find it. Until Tony, you party Tony, and say a half Guinean, maybe you call and make you ask her. Because myself get Guinea connection. This board I had, it just bully no more because it's salon with the free that this will be longer no one, but not to salon no more a lock the border between Guinea and Senegal, a lock the border between Guinea and Liberia, a lock the border between Guinea and Guinea-Bissau. And the same way we accuse the vice president of Sierra Leone just because the man are full and then get this fuller versus just like any African country, also tribalism. Say main opposition leader will be a fuller man. And everybody knows say we camp entrepreneur and business in your Guinea Fulamande. They really defend money. We camp and the commercial side and then get her. So it's so naive. In they just assume say, so if you lock them border there, na the fuller than Guinea, na then the it will affect. So they'll just come to unity, we camp between we another country. Let's just be patriotic and support the government. Make them find a way. They always say, I blame this government. We may really disappoint about them. I remember when they always talk about this airport. It is then said on Canada 3 years this. Then still not agree make this airport ticket cheap. Then still not agree for address the corruption now attacking where people then complain instead of letting investigate, then they always talk for say, oh well, where is the evidence? People then just accuse falsely. Because yes, we care for work with your neighbor. Well, if you see this man they bluff pants on that point, in they block the way, in your people themselves na business people, then why need to affect them? Why this not go give you motivation? Let we say let the president then say let them try make that attacking cheap. Make business easy for the businessman. Then we then say for they go import directly. We don't need for go Guinea because not to say most of them things when they go buy Guinea, na Guinea they make her. Or make like we self begin like for the farming side gladly. Let we self begin the farm and make carpenter and do something else. Come on, Guinea nobody can bluff powder pass mark bluff. 90% of Guinea they do the Shekuture in term. Now Sierra Guineans them independent. So if Calafa Conde they can't make this Thomas bluff pan salon, it's a shame on the salon government. If this not go motivate we now as Australians, the local government say try, let the ticket cheap, make the water king cheap. We all learn people like do business, who say they can go for farm, but they not need for they go buy market in Guinea, you know. Then this dog business also, I really support the mayor 100%. Sierra Leone country, we're very difficult for control. Within our country, the people are not even get outside and sleep. People in the go sleep now, bombing and this and that. I you go main dog, you don't even get sight for sleep. So I really support the mayor 100%. I remember me in small while in the country on holiday, I always talk. Akibo Bets have been the best mayor in Asalo. One thing Australians will be difficult for me. As long I know that they always praise the mayor, Saloma, they only praise you where they left hand for do it feel for do. Until all man they sell na streets, dirty they all sides. So then go praise her. So I just hope say again for make it deaf ears as long as in conscience clear, a do what you do. Salon Freetown is the capital. It's a shame for that dog that they go na beach, then fine beach then they will get. So I hope say they will support them for this dog law we put. It's a fact of life. Freetown is the city, therefore we as a city. The electricity also I will touch on that. As I hope say no more. They're not going to thief the money just like what you've been talk about the airport. It better I hope so being get possible if for just say then go do the electricity, don't then just hand over and to you. But unfortunately to say it will be I just hope say no more this government say good shame na made they not eat this money. Make them give it like some of we outside the town they will come on. It only 40 years will not get light. So I hope say that they go succeed. The airport again, I'm really happy for the airport. It's in a progress. So then they will make the communication go short between even the northern province to the western area to go Kamabai, to having a district. So I feel in a good thing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Concern Sierra Leonean.
Okay,
yeah. Omar na Minneapolis say it's Tripoli. Then about Abubakar Kama in case. He said this now one of thousands, if not even millions of cases na Sierra Leone. He say, why does it have to be a crime to be in the diaspora in Sierra Leone? Well, where to go Sierra Leone, we get development in Sierra Leone. Trust me. One way or the other. You don't hear remarks. You don't hear remarks. Where people they don't make against you. Yes, they go make for you, but you have some way... Like me, I don't hear Bokun. Helen McDavis with the ask me, say Tripoli, you get water, na use, you get pump. No, I don't get pump. I don't get guma water if not they say. Because waiting do, Usai Mide, are they far from Usai for connect? And I was advised, say, brah, if you want peace of mind, no go draw up yonder. Because then go dig am. And every net, una go fet. And I don't think say I ready for that. But I be don't ask Naya because me I get water well. But the water well you in a way we in season 1 year na in this abi get water. As dry season cancel na bumbu na dam. I tell you they lost. And I will lock everything for today. I think let's see what's in next week hold. Let's see what's in next week hold. And on Monday, go. Let's just see. Oh, left and so no more. We get things that we get for happiness. You never know. So I hope say Salono go say anything. Let we less on the test. It's on DT. Say now because then the test now make you they get more positive case. The less you test, the less you know. But if you get your fumble out there in Sierra Leone, advise them, yeah? Although I read the numbers then. This one they show we say COVID-19 is very active now the communities them. Make them do what they need for do for stay alive. Eh? Okay. Maybe don't try me on. We don't try me on, so I left to them now for do their own. Somebody say we need for talk to the camera for make them go ask the dog owners them. This new one way city council. It's not even a new one because it was or it is in the bylaws. Now blind eye no more than be turned to them. But trust me, stray dogs them boku na friton. Stray dogs them boku. Not even friton. Eh? Not even friton. I'm yet to wait for the day with me I can, because me while this alone I can take my dog for a walk. Yet for the day where you take your dog for a walk we you need get all the other Congosa dog then they can run. For pretend like for say. Thank you. I'll pretend like for say. No more. I know I let me dog teach the lesson. Because I don't know if they get the rabies, you know, eh? So you go for the fight dogs then back and forth. Or some dogs the way you know say they're not going for able and go on. Even in Freetown, even a beach, get dogs. So you take your dog for a walk. Dogs then they come where they can't run after your dog. Like, but if dog then a leash, trust me, we're not going to get that fat today. Eh? I say even number 2, dogs then did the way. I'm like, okay. But one thing na salon way I see, people they know they take care of dog. But people then just feel to say where the dog they roam around, na net it go back if Tiffman then come. No, if they begin catch dog just nobody need claim say na den dog. But nobody no say the dog then be the help. Because the dog then they na the neighborhood. If Tiffman then they can then they back. Eh? But anyway, we are yet to see that being implemented at the rural district areas them. Because not to Freetown no more. But could dog then they will stray around. Maybe we'll cover that one day next week, and even this Guinea, Yenga. But the yesterday na ground they listen first. My wind is say for the next 6 months, roast beef go come beaucoup. Hey, where the council talk about other animals, I hope so they get Ara tobacco. Then get Ara tobacco there. Then go, but nobody need claim Arata. I only in country how the Nazi person the main Arata aspect. Or not to New York. You go under the subway. Hey, you know, eh? Oh, left and so no more. Me, the first time I see Arata, in New York, I say, yeah. Hey, so Arata didn't I see white Arata all. Then they get used to it. We go to subway under the train tracks. So they said, and they make myself even even at the roadside. They said they can't hustle. Arata, New York. Okay. I mean, also has Sabina talk about. I don't live in Texas too, but I don't think I just wrap me head now for see if I remember. Say, maybe because I don't see Arata in Texas. I don't say no did you na Dallas. Yeah. I do 8 years na Dallas. I don't say no did or New York. If you want the Nigeria, the carry go na subway. Let's just wait for the train small. Let's see that they can look for it. I don't know other states them. Also, I don't tap now they talk about. But the it's a good thing to focus on the dogs, but also let me not forget other thing and they. Hey, and mommy can say Washington DC too. Then get Arata then. Yeah, get Arata then they. Well, how do you want that? Même so be safa say na Virginia na I don't see there. I say na mice since na mouse na they get mice. Okay. I hope say we go get a restful weekend. Enjoy your weekend though, yeah? I'll take a make any other thing. I'll take a safu. But now do waiting right. So that we will stay put. Look at Ibrahim Kuruma, can't where Echo Street. He said the baby Arata the other day, they feel back pig. Well, I ain't that. We'll go there back on Monday. Tomorrow we'll go join AYV on Sunday. Till we meet again. Triple SA. Ta-ta.